Hello everyone. I hope everyone is fine. So I am Radha Kumari Pani, Assistant Professor at Bedang Institute of Technology. So in last class, we have discussed about the carbon solubility in iron. Okay, in which structure of iron carbon concentration is more, or the solubility of carbon is more. So in we have arrived at conclusion that carbon is more soluble in FCC or gamma Fe structure. Okay. The reason behind is because the size of carbon radius ratio and the size of octahedral void that is present in FCC, that is quite approximate or quite similar, so that the carbon can easily fit to the octahedral void of FCC, so that the FCC solubility of carbon is more than that of BCC. And also I have given the like introduction to kinetics. Okay, what is kinetics and why it is important in reaction. Okay, so kinetics is nothing but in thermodynamic concept we can say the reaction can be proceed or not, the reaction is spontaneous or not. So but in kinetics, in respect to kinetics, we can say like the reaction mechanism. Okay, we can derive, we can proceed, or we can determine the what is the rate constant and how fast the rate of the reaction will be, and what is the time needed to complete the rate of the reaction and to derive the rate constant. Okay, so you can see in the slide. So what is the kinetics is nothing but it is the analysis, okay, of the reaction mechanism on the molecular basis. Okay, and also we're going to derive the what is the rate expression, how the rate expression is like coordinated to the constant rate constant and the concentration of reactant. Also we'll design the analysis, the experiment, some experiment will do to test the rate equation. Okay, so these are the point why the kinetics are important. So you can see this is the energy profile diagram. Okay, the catalyst in the presence of, this is the energy profile diagram in the presence of catalyst, how the rate of the reaction varies in the presence of catalyst. When the catalyst, we know that what is catalyst. Catalyst is nothing but it is some reagent to enhance the rate of a reaction. Okay, the working principle of a catalyst is nothing but it will enhance the rate of the reaction. After its work over, it will like synthesize as it is. Okay, after the product formation. So you can see this is in the y-axis, this is the potential energy, and in the x-axis, this is the reaction coordinate. Okay, so let A and B are the two different reactant. In the presence of catalyst, it will come and go for some bonding. Okay, this is the bonding. And after the reaction, the catalyst is separated from the product, and this is P, means this is the product. Okay, A and B are the two reactant. In the presence of catalyst, it will form the product. After the product formation, catalyst undergo the separation and the product is free from catalyst. You can see the product is free from catalyst. So in the view of like energy profile diagram, we can show the reaction like this. Okay, first A and B are the two reactant. In the presence of catalyst, they will go for bonding. After the reaction, the product will be formed, and after the product formation, the catalyst will go for separation and the product is free. So now we'll see the rate of a reaction in the elementary step. Elementary step, I can say in the single words, it is nothing but it is the single step reaction. Okay, not multiple step. Elementary step, matlab, like it cannot be split up. Okay, it cannot be split up to the multiple step. It is the single step. So we'll take one elementary step reaction like this. A and B are the two reactant. Okay, with the coefficient, this is the coefficient Va or Vb. Also, we can write Na or Nb. This is the number of moles or coefficient we can say. And these are the products. C and D are the product. It is also, we can write also Nc and Nd. Okay, A and B are the two reactant. After the reaction, they give the product C and D. These are in the left hand side. Always remember, in the left hand side there is reactant, in the right hand side there will be product for forward reaction. Okay, K plus means this is forward reaction and K minus means this is backward reaction. So in last class we have see that what is R rate, this is the rate of a reaction. R means rate of a reaction, the rate of the reaction. Okay, the rate of the reaction we can write in the for the reactant term we can write in the minus form, and for the product term we'll write in the plus form. Okay, and the coefficient will take the ratio of the coefficient. So we can write minus dA by dt, and the ratio of the coefficient is 1 by VA or 1 by NA is equal to minus dB by dt. Ratio of coefficient means 1 by VB. Okay, for the product we will take the positive form, dC by dt, and the ratio of the coefficient, that is 1 by Vc, that is equal to 1 by Vd ddt by dt. This is the rate expression for a elementary step also. So in one form we can write the rate of the reaction is equal to rate of a forward reaction minus rate of a backward reaction. So the rate of the forward reaction, the expression will be K plus rate constant for the forward reaction into concentration of reactant A and the coefficient raised to its power. Okay, when we'll write in the rate expression, always remember that the coefficient of reactant raised to its power into, similar to A, B, and the coefficient is VB, minus the rate of a backward reaction is K minus C Vc into D to the power Vd. Okay. So now what happens at equilibrium? We know that the Gibbs free energy is 0. The change in at equilibrium, always remember, the change in Gibbs free energy will be 0. So 0 means it is in the minimum form. Okay, and entropy will be maximum. So the reaction will be spontaneous. Whenever the del Z is 0 or less than 0, the reaction will be spontaneous. Always remember from thermodynamic concept. So the rate of the reaction will be at equilibrium will be 0, means K plus A into B minus K minus C into D will be 0. So we can write total K. This is the at equilibrium rate constant. Okay, K is nothing but it is called equilibrium rate constant. At equilibrium, the Gibbs free energy is 0. So the total rate of the reaction will be 0. So at equilibrium, we can derive the expression for equilibrium rate constant. Also, we can write K EQ, that is equal to ratio of the product concentration to the reactant concentration. Okay, the equilibrium constant at equilibrium, what will the equation? Ratio of the product concentration divided by to the reactant concentration, like this. So whenever the reaction is proceed in reaction, okay, at equilibrium the del Z is 0, but whenever it proceeds through reaction, the del Z is not equal to 0, the free energy will be greater than minimum and the entropy will be less than maximum, and the from in that case what will be the expression from the rate for the rate? Okay, the expression for the rate will be like we will took the two expression, one is from kinetics and another one is from thermodynamics. Okay, the expression will be same like R plus minus R minus the total rate of the reaction, and the R plus we know that K plus A into B. Okay, so by doing some derivation calculation, the final equation is arrived is this position. But the important reaction, the important reaction is this: at equilibrium we have to derive what is the equilibrium rate constant. Okay. So now you can see these are the some examples given from the reaction like dissociation of ammonia and the formation of ammonia, nitric acid, and methane with water reaction and carbon dioxide with hydrogen reaction, how it is proceed and what is their enthalpy and Gibbs free energy. Okay, we can see. So now see example is how we can derive the what is the rate constant, how it is proceed with temperature for the ammonia synthesis when nitrogen and hydrogen, 1 mole of nitrogen and 3 mole of hydrogen to produce 2 mole of ammonia. So you can see this diagram is given in the y-axis NH3 fraction. We can also, this is the mole fraction of ammonia formation, and the x-axis it is given in the temperature form. Okay, so from the equation we can write KT, here it is given when rate constant is dependable on temperature, that is given, that is E minus del G by RT. That means when temperature is going to increase, rate constant is going to decrease. Okay, so you can also we can derive, these are all in the pressure form. Okay, these are the elementary step and all in gaseous phase G. These are all in gaseous phase. Also here we can write the rate constant in pressure form. Okay, in last slide we have derived the rate constant in concentration term. Okay, according to their concentration term. Also in the gaseous phase we can derive the rate expression in the pressure form. Same like this, the ratio of the product concentration ratio of the pressure, like that is P of NH3 to the power 2 coefficient raised to its power, pressure of nitrogen and pressure of hydrogen to the power 3. Also we can write or we'll like if we divided 2 all the left hand side in the right hand side, also we can write Pn to the power 1 by 2 into pH2 to the power 3 by 2, PnH3 it will be 1. Okay, into the initial pressure, that is P naught. So here we can see let the mole fraction is at constant temperature it is 1. How, like pressure, when the pressure it changes, when the temperature it will be by increasing the temperature, how the mole fraction, okay, the mole fraction of ammonia formation is decrease. Okay, here it is shown. So these are the ammonia reactor. When the ammonia is produced by reacting two reactant, that is nitrogen and hydrogen. In the inlet A and B, let A is nitrogen and B is hydrogen, they will form to produce the ammonia. Here the Gibbs free energy is minus 32.8 kilojoule per mole, means the reaction is spontaneous, and the enthalpy, okay, minus 91.9 kilojoule per mole. Also from here we can derive the what will be the entropy, because del G is equal to del H minus T del S. If we know the Gibbs free energy, if we know the enthalpy, also we know the temperature, so we can derive what will be the entropy. So this is also the given one, percent of ammonia with the temperature, how by increasing the temperature, how the percentage of ammonia is going to decrease. Inclined slope. Here the parameterization of the rate means, see in the final equation we'll get what is the rate expression, that is rate constant into concentration of reactant and the coefficient raised to its power, Na, Nb, Nc, Nd. So in the pressure form also we can write, in respect to concentration we can write Pa, P means Pb. Okay, so these are the reaction order. Nx means reaction order. For the this is the expression how we can derive the order of a reaction. Okay, by reciprocating the d ln r plus by d ln x. These are not needed. So here one equation, this is the Van 't Hoff equation. Okay, this may be asked in the exam. So K is equal to E minus del G by RT. In place of del G we can write del H minus T del S. From this equation we can derive this equation. This is known as the Van 't Hoff equation. Okay, the enthalpy of the reaction, that is RT square d ln KT by dt. Also we can derive the another, these are the different form of Van 't Hoff equation. So final, this is the important in the kinetics, that is known as Arrhenius equation, that is K is equal to AE, here it is written V. Okay, also we can write K is equal to AE minus EA by RT, where K is the rate constant, A is the pre-exponential factor, and EA is known as the activation energy. And also we know that R is the gas constant. R here it is gas constant and T is the absolute temperature. Okay, so in like introduction I have shown this energy profile diagram, how the energy with reaction parameter is going to change. This is the reactant energy and this is the product energy. We can see the product energy is smaller than the reactant energy. That means the product formation is stable. Okay, so this difference is known as the activation energy. From reactant to, this is the, we can write transition state. Transition state. The energy difference between the reactant and the transition state is known as activation energy. Okay, and another expression, this is the potential energy in the association and also in the dissociation, how the energy profile diagram is changing. Okay, A means atomic unit, energy in the unit of atomic unit, and the reaction coordinate or the distance, we can write xs, means Ed means is the energy of dissociation and Ea is energy of association. First, A2 is there. This is the energy needed to dissociate A2 into 2A. Okay, so from here we can derive one expression, that is del H enthalpy is the dissociation energy minus association energy. So see, this is the diagram how the rate of a reaction varies with temperature. From the Arrhenius equation, K is equal to AE or VE minus EA by RT. So we can clearly see by increasing temperature how the rate of a reaction is going to increase, because it is minus of exponential. Okay, so it is directly proportional. Here K, this is exponentially increasing. Okay, not straight line increasing, this is exponentially increasing. By increasing the temperature, how the rate of the reaction is increased, it can be shown from this diagram. Also, if we integrated the Arrhenius equation, we can get this equation. So we can look ln k, if we plot the graph between ln k and 1000 by t, it will be inclined, slope inclined, means by increasing, it is the reciprocal of temperature. Okay, here from this diagram we know that k is exponentially increasing, means k is directly proportional temperature. Okay, by increasing temperature. And if you take the 1 by t, means from this diagram, 1 minute. See, from this diagram, K is exponentially increasing by increasing temperature, and from this diagram we can see ln K is decreasing because the x-axis is reciprocal of temperature. Okay, so now I will be going to derive integrated rate law. Okay, the Arrhenius equation, the integrated rate law of Arrhenius equation, and will be given one temperature and the one rate constant and another temperature, and we have to find what is the activation energy. Also in the question it will be given like the activation energy and the temperature. We have to ask to find out the rate constant as this temperature. So we have one integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Okay, we are going to derive. So integrated form of Arrhenius equation. Okay, so the standard equation is K, that is equal to AE minus EA by RT. Okay, here K is the pre-exponential factor, K is the rate constant, E activation energy, R gas constant, T is absolute temperature. Okay, so now taking ln both side or log. Okay, so we'll get ln K, that is equal to ln A minus EA by RT. We'll get this. Okay, so let at temperature T1, at T1 what will be the expression? Ln K1, because K is here proportionality, directly proportional or inversely, it is relative to T. These are all constants. See, here the rate constant is dependable on the temperature, because ln A it is constant. Activation energy from a reaction, it will be also constant. R is also the gas constant. So it will be varies. K, the rate constant, will be dependable on temperature. Okay, so ln K1 will be ln A minus EA by R T1. Similarly, we can write at temperature T2, what will be the expression? Let this is equation number 1. The expression will be ln K2 ln A minus EA by RT2. So now, if we subtracting equation 1 from 2, by subtracting equation 1 from 2, we'll get ln K2 minus K1, that is equal to ln A minus EA by RT2 minus ln A, it will be plus EA by RT1. So plus minus going to cancel. If we rearrange this term, it will be ln K2 by K1, that is equal to EA by R, 1 minus T1 minus 1 by T2. If we represent this in the logarithm form, the final equation will be log K2 by K1, that is equal to EA by 2.303 into R, 1 T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. Okay, this is the most important expression from the Arrhenius equation. Lot of questions are asked based upon this formula. So log K2 by K1, that is equal to EA by 2.303 R, T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. So one question we'll do basing upon this equation. So it is given that rate of the reaction is doubles when its temperature changing from 300 to 310 Kelvin. Okay. So from this line we'll get, see, rate of the reaction is doubles, means R2 that is equal to 2R1. That means R2 by R1 is 2. We know that from the rate of the rate equation, R is directly proportional to rate constant. So from this we can write K2 by K1. Now activation energy of such a reaction will be, so it is asked the what will be the activation energy given the gas constant, that is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, and the value of log 2. So we know the integrated form of equation, Arrhenius equation, is log K2 by K1, that is equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 into T2. Okay. So log K2 by K1, in place of K2 by K1 we can write value 2 log 2 EA 2.303, and the value of R it is given 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole, and the temperature T2 it is given 310 minus 300 by 310 into 300. Okay, by putting all the value we can get what will be the value activation energy. So EA will be log 2 value, that is 0.301 into 2.303 into 8.314, okay, into 310 300 by 10. By equating this equation solving, we will get 53.6 kilojoule per mole. So question like this can be asked in the exam, like it is given one temperature, one rate constant, find out the value of activation energy. Okay, this type of question may be asked. So this is the completion of kinetics. Okay, in today's class we have seen what is the rate expression for elementary step, how the rate will be varies by depending on temperature, and the Arrhenius equation, what is the, that is K AE to the power minus EA by RT by increasing the temperature, and how the rate constant is exponentially increasing. And also we have derived the integrated form of Arrhenius equation, and one question from that formula we have to. So in the next class we'll see about the what is the diffusion, that is important in phase transformation. And so till then, take care, bye bye.